Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech.
Et qui défendait la liberté d'expression.
Welcome to Clear and Present Danger, a history of free speech, by Jakob Mshangama.
When I decided to do this podcast a couple of years ago, I knew I would have to make a stop in ancient Athens for the trial of Socrates. But I didn't think I'd spend much time in Athens. How relevant could an ancient city-state really be for free speech? And after all, the Athenians had killed Socrates. And their golden age occurred some 2,500 years ago and didn't even last 2 centuries. But as I started reading more about the Athenian democracy, an amazing new world opened up to me. One in which equal free speech was a fundamental value. Political discussion was radically free compared to anywhere else at the time. Outside politics, I found a culture where comedians and philosophers and ordinary people could speak their minds freely, even when ruffling the feathers of the high and mighty or poking fun at the gods. I found millennia-old arguments in favor of free speech that sounded positively modern. As is true in democracies today, free speech was not universally approved. And the battle over free speech was not limited to philosophical discussions between bearded men in flowing robes. It became a question of life and death. Modern democracies share some of the same justifications for free speech with the ancient Athenians. But I found it extremely rare for modern people to connect the dots. Outside the narrow circle of historians of antiquity, the link between ancient and modern free speech had been broken. So the following episode is an attempt to bring to life a pivotal but often forgotten period as we embark on the first stop of what I hope will be a long journey together through the history of free speech.